Hi everyone, so if you can't tell, we are going to be doing a major unboxing video. This is going to include books, nail polish, eyeglasses, and tea. So I've kind of been saving all the different orders that I've been doing just so that I could do them in one huge unboxing video. And one thing that I got very surprised by getting delivered was actually a box from Friday Afternoon Tea, an affiliate for. They've been sending a lot of really fun boxes and I was not expecting to get this package, but since it came at exactly the right time that I was getting all these other orders delivered, I was like, sure, why not? Let's go and pile it into this really fun video. I'm also wearing my glasses right now. My allergies are going insane right now. But anyway, I am getting sidetracked. Let us start doing all the unboxing of everything I have.
Lazy Sunday mornings hiding under cover.
So first thing is actually an order from Eyebuydirect. So I have really enjoyed going and getting glasses through them instead of going and getting glasses from my eye doctor because it's so much cheaper. I'm saving more money and a lot of the time the glasses are a little bit more fun. And so I ended up getting another pair. These ones I usually wear 24/7 while I'm working, and they have the blue light filter and all that stuff, and luckily with the type of lens options they have at Eyebuydirect, it doesn't give me headaches, it doesn't make me nauseous or anything, but I wanted a pair of glasses that I could kind of wear without needing to be a certain style or like nerdiness. So I picked this pair of glasses that I'm going to show you in a second, and we'll see how I like them. Also, this is not sponsored at all. These were purchased by my own money. I did have coupon codes, so that did kind of make things a little bit cheaper for myself. But yeah, not sponsored. I just thought it would be fun to go and unbox them here and show y'all because they showed up, I think, the other day too. Alright, so got the little this, and then I did actually order a case. I think the case itself was free with my purchase, so I was like, sure, why not protect the glasses, you know? And then they have them usually in these little yellow pouches, and then these ones are really fun. So they kind of look like that. So we're gonna go and try them on real quick. Just flip those off and put these on. Ooh, and I do like them. I'm really noticing that I'm liking bigger glasses because especially with my lack of nose bridge because of my Asianness, on my Filipino side, I don't have a nose bridge, so it makes it really difficult with certain glasses. So I find if the lenses themselves are bigger, it makes it a lot easier so I'm not like looking over the glasses at certain things and stuff like that. So yeah, I do like these a lot. I'll have to kind of go and mess around with them with different outfits and see how I like those. But yeah, those glasses don't have any sort of blue light filter, so I felt like they'd be good to wear when I'm out and about, versus these, I work at home and I'm on the screen 24/7, so these ones will be my everyday, and then these ones will be for when we're out and about and I don't necessarily need the blue light filter. Alright, so then let's go to the Friday Afternoon Tea box and see what they actually put in for us. So with this, usually Friday ends up going and sending us these affiliate boxes. We don't really ever know what's inside them, but it's always a surprise because she never tells us, but then I'll get an email with a tracking code. I'm like, oh, okay, I have something in the mail. And I'm a huge lover of tea. I really love cozy drinks because with my IBS, doesn't really work the best for me to have coffee, so tea usually tends to be the perfect amount for me, and I just love how cozy it is. So when I went and signed up to potentially become an affiliate, I was very excited, and the fact that they're very nerdy and have very nerdy brands for their tea is just amazing. So I will put down in the bio my affiliate information if you are interested. You will get, I believe, 10% off if you do go and use my code and you order tea. And they just did a Kickstarter which finished recently, and there's going to be some fun stuff with that once that all comes out. Ooh. Okay. So I got a tilt and drip tea infuser with ceramic lid. Oh, this will be so nice. So the lid doubles as a dish for loose leaf tea. Add desired amount of tea into the infuser. Oh, this will be so nice. Because I do have like those little like spoon things or spoon strainers. And those are nice, but usually when I end up scooping some loose tea into it, I always end up dropping some into the actual cup. So I'm excited to try this. And I feel like Charles will definitely steal this from me too. All right. I got a lot of things all over the place. I'm just gonna make a mess. Oh, it's tea time, thirsty nerd. Thanks for the warmth and joy you bring to the tea table every day. Enjoy your goodies and have an amazing day. XOXO Friday. And it's some really cute stickers. And the dragon is actually the mascot for this company. So let me just pull them out of this and I'll give you a better look. And there's another sticker in there too. I love stickers, but honestly I get so much anxiety using them, so most of the time I just end up going and putting them somewhere so I can look at them and just admire them without feeling anxiety that I'm sticking them to something that I'm not gonna like. So, oh, we got a cute little witch's hat and a little cup of tea. And then, yeah, I'll show you these stickers. Oh, these are so cute. And it says te quiero, but instead of T, it says T-E-A. So that's really cute. Oh, these are so adorable. And then, ooh. So I got Orange Blossom Oolong Tea. And this has Oolong Tea, Osmanthus Orange Blossom, and Gold Luster Dust. Ooh, seasonal selections, teas for all time. Oh, and there is kind of like some gold dust in there. That'll be so pretty. Oh my gosh. We have chai, or not chai, Chen Pea White Tea. Oh, okay. So there's these, and then I'm assuming this is a little tea medicine ball type of thing. I'll have to go and look at it, or if I can't find any information, go and message the affiliates in the Discord and see if they know or if we can get some more information there, because I don't want to, you know, brew these incorrectly. But that is so fun. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Friday. I can't wait to go and drink these and try them all out. And then next box is actually some nail polish from Mooncat. And I'm very, very excited. So they actually released on Friday a new Siren nail polish line. And although I already purchased this order, I was like, okay, I'm probably gonna have to order some of that nail polish as well. I have always been following them, but I didn't bite the bullet to buy any of their nail polish until recently, and it's just opened my world back to loving nail polish all over again. It's like high school with doing the fun nail polish designs and fun colors and everything, and I'm loving it. Got a couple of different boxes in here, so I'm just gonna lift them out of this box. Okay, so we got one color in here, and I love how it always says in the box, like, abandon the ordinary. I don't know. I love their branding. So this one is Ultra Hot. I believe this is kind of like a shift between orange, red, and pink. And when I saw this on their site, I was like, oh, this will be so much fun for the summer and springtime. And since it's kind of hard to tell what the colors look like here, I'll go and insert some of the images that they have from their site so you can get a good idea. And I will go and say again, everything was purchased with my own money aside for the stuff that I received from Friday afternoon tea. Oh, this one's gonna be fun too. A Midsummer's Dream. So this is kind of like a pink and blue and kind of purple shift color. It looks so magical and dreamy, and that is very much up my alley, so I love that. And then this one is Firewall. It's kind of like a chrome kind of color. And like I said, it's kind of difficult to see the colors here in the packaging. So of course when I paint my nails, I'll show y'all, but for now I'll just have the little pictures inserted from their site. And then Take Me to Your Leader. This one, I believe, was kind of like a purplish, gray shifting one. And the thing I love with Mooncat polishes, they're just so fun. Like, they look different if you're in the shade, if you're out in the natural sunlight. And so it's just like you have a whole plethora of colors on your nails, and there's just no way that you could get bored with them. So it's like by the time they start chipping and they're coming off of your nails, then you're over it, you're ready to go and paint them with something new, and I just love that. And then this one is Alien Invasion. So this one is very much a green kind of shifty color, and when I saw this one, it gave me Poison Ivy vibes. I am obsessed with Poison Ivy. I still need to show y'all my Poison Ivy comic book collection, but yeah, when I saw this, I was like, ooh, this would be really fun for a Poison Ivy cosplay. And then I just have two more. So then this one is Flight of the Monarchs, and it's like a gold, yeah, like a gold orange, slightly reddish shifting, and it is beautiful. I am very much obsessed with gold or gold and reds types of shifts. I don't know what it is, but I just really like how they look on my nails, and especially with my ring. Oh, I love it. And then last one is Wings of Fate. It's kind of similar to the Midsummer Dream one, but this one is a little bit more dark, whereas the other one's a little bit more on the light side. And this one gave me fairy vibes, and I don't know why. I was just kind of thinking Winx Club when I saw this one. So I was like, we have to get this. But yeah, like I said, Mooncat has opened my obsession with nail polish all over again. So yeah, the only reason I don't have my nails painted currently was because I was waiting for this order and it didn't show up until later yesterday, so I didn't have time to paint them before we had to go out. Now that is all the stuff that's non-book related. Now we get to go into the fun book stuff, which I'm very excited for. Alright, so first box of books is actually from Owlcrate, and I am so excited. I actually believe I snagged these when they had a special deal going on where they were having discounts with some things and some of their other stuff was restocked. So I was very excited when I was able to snatch things I had an eye on. So with this one, I believe it's actually a lantern. And it says, everything casts a shadow, even the world we live in. Light your way through the dark corridors of crumbling manor houses or overgrown Gothic gardens with this lantern inspired by Gallant. I haven't read Gallant yet, but I probably will read it. But when I saw this lantern, I was like, this would look so good with my books. And just, you know, on the bookshelf and everything. So let's see here. Charles is going to be like, we have so many boxes again, and we just put all the boxes in the garage. Oh, it's so cute. Some people are repelled by darkness, others are drawn to it. It's kind of hard to see it on here. These dreams will be the death of me. It's just so pretty. It's kind of hard to see the designs on it right now just because of the light outside and everything. Wonder, you kind of can see a little something. I think what I'll do is I'll take pictures or insert a little clip from what it looks like at nighttime on my bookshelf so that you can see what it looks like. But I just thought it looked so cute. Like I said, I haven't ever read the book before. It was the first time I ever heard of it. But I thought that this was just so precious, and it was on a good deal. It was on sale. So I figured, why not? And this would just be a cute addition to my books. Hello? I am not clumsy at all. Ooh. Okay, I couldn't read the cursive for a second, but it said, you should have known better than to run. I will always catch you. Oh, this looks very creepy and mystical. I definitely would really like this in a picture frame and putting it somewhere on the wall. And then it looks like it has a little bit of a description for the books. And then something about joining the community, join the nest. I'll have to look into this later. So this is Fall of Ruin and Wraith. And it's by Jennifer L. Armentrout. And let's see what it looks like without the dust cover on. I think this one was just at a really good price because I've never actually heard of this one before, but it was so pretty that I was like, okay, we're gonna get it. Because I mean, look what it looks like without the dust jacket, just that foiling. Okay, so it says, with most things that are beautiful on the outside, there is nothing but ruin and wrath on the inside. I mean, that is just gorgeous. I have one friend who's obsessed with purple and she would love these sprayed edges. And then on the back it says, a warning, a reckoning, the promise of what was to come. And then, oh gosh. Okay, this might have been what sold me. I mean, just look at how beautiful this couple is. I'm not too much of a romance girly. Like, I like romance, but I'm more of like a closed door, low spice person. But I have been really enjoying romance books again, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so there's this one. I got one more book from owlcrate. One thing I don't like is just all the paper. It's a little bit messy, but luckily we're not cleaning until tomorrow, so that will be fine. And this is an exclusive signed edition. So let me get it out of the plastic real quick. So this one is The Unmaking of Ren Faire, and it's by Adrienne Young. And then it says on the back, the next time you see the door, open it. And let me take the dust jacket off. So this is what's on the inside, which I have been a horse girly. I lived near horses growing up, so horses always, you know, hold something special to my heart. Didn't realize there was a guy in there, so show that up there. And then, I mean, how beautiful is this? And it says, Jasper Chronicles, 1 year later, still no answers. And then the inside. I was so excited that I managed to snag this because it was out of stock the first time I saw it. And then they happened to restock it when there was this little sale, and I got it just in time. So with this one, I'll read a little description. A woman risks everything to end her family's centuries-old curse, solve her mother's disappearance, and find love in this mesmerizing novel from the New York Times bestselling author of Spells for Forgetting. In the small mountain town of Jasper, North Carolina, Ren Faire is waiting for fate to find her. The Faire women are known for their thriving flower farm and for the mysterious curse that has plagued their family line. The whole town remembers the madness that led to Ren Faire's disappearance, leaving her daughter June to be raised by her grandmother and haunted by rumors. I'll just read that much from it because I don't want this video to be too chunky, but that just sounds so amazing and right up my alley. So I'm very excited to read this. I probably won't include it for my April TBR, but I might have it for my May TBR just because I overdid it a little bit. Okay, last set of books I got was from Amazon, I believe. Yeah, I think I ordered these all from Amazon and just kind of ended up stuffing them into one box. I'd open the packages and just put them in there. I was like, no, we're gonna save them for my book haul video. So I'll go through these fairly quickly because there's a lot. So first one is Dungeons and Drama. I actually saw this, I believe, through a Facebook ad, and I took a screenshot on my phone and kind of forgot about it until I was on Amazon and happened to see this one pop up on my recommended, and I was like, okay, we have to get this. I'm a D&D girl. My partner is a DM, so he usually runs a lot of campaigns. He does have one campaign that he's in where he actually gets to play a player, but he was the one that started my interest of D&D. I have been a girl that has loved being a druid ever since my World of Warcraft days, and so anytime I've had the chance of being in a campaign, I'm usually some sort of druid. So when I saw this, I was like, this kind of reminds me of me and my partner, so I had to go and pick it up. I forgot to mention that with this one, it is by Christy Boyce, and they're the author of Hot British Boyfriend. I also really love the floppiness of this book. It's just very satisfying, so I can't wait to read this. And if I love it, I have a few D&D friends that I can go and recommend these to, and possibly purchase them copies if they haven't watched this video. Alright, so the next one is The Last Refugee. I believe this one popped up on my Instagram when I was just browsing other Bookstagram channels, and I read that there is an animal companion in this book series, and I had to pick it up. It reminded me very much of shows that I loved growing up, and I had to see what it's all about. Next, we have another Renaissance Fair type of book series, and this one is called Well Met by Jen DeLuca. I forgot which channel I was on Booktube, but I heard Renaissance Fair and right away had to pick it up. This is apparently a romance story, and like I said, I usually don't read romance. I'm more of a thriller, psychological thriller, horror, dystopia type of girl, but if you have Ren Faire or anything that's nerdy, I'm definitely interested. So I think this will be a really amazing read, especially for next month as we inch closer and closer to Ren Faire season in Colorado. This one I actually read as an ARC, Maya's Laws of Love by Alina Khawaja, and I read an ARC for this one. I absolutely love this story. I thought it was so cute. It had very little to no spice. I'd pretty much say no spice, which is something that I really like and tend to prefer with my books that I'm reading. I thought this was such a cute story. I loved the romance. I loved the grumpy and sunshine trope. I loved the trope with disruptions during your travels. There was just so many things I loved about this, especially learning about different cultures as well. So I had to go and get my own physical copy because this definitely was a very high star rating read for me this year. Next is Jar of Hearts by Jennifer Hillier, and it says some secrets won't stay buried. I got recommended this one on BookTok, and it is a thriller, so I had to pick this one up. Trying to go through this a little bit faster, but I'm not that good at that. And then next I have Flower Heart by Catherine Bakewell, and it says a power she can't control, a curse she can't undo, a boy she can't forget. And you know me, you know that I love poison ivy, I love flowers, I love plants. So when I saw the cover of this book, I needed to go and pick it up, and I forgot about it for a period of time, and then I think I was scrolling through my wish list and I saw that it had a sale on it, so snagged a copy. Then I have Vivid, which was referred to me by Bree. I know I've talked about Bree a few times. She is one of my favorite people to go and watch on BookTok, and she also does have a YouTube channel. But this was actually a book she said she happened to pick up by chance when she was on Amazon, and I mean, the cover alone is gorgeous. I believe that they have powers based off of certain colors, and one of the colors is one that's frowned upon using, so I was very intrigued with this, and I liked the whole idea of colors and powers and them being related, so I had to go and snag a copy. I also trust a lot of Bree's recommendations, so yeah, very excited. Then I have Venetia, which is by Georgia Hayer, and I believe Darling Desi here on Booktube actually talked about this one. And normally I'm not much for the Regency or Victorian romances, but with this one, how she explained it was this girl is picking something from her neighbor's yard. I don't remember if it was like fruits or plants or something like that, and he catches her, and he wasn't the nicest, but one thing that drew her to him is seeing how he interacts with her brother who has a disability. I believe he's somewhere on the spectrum for autism, and he treats her brother differently than everyone in town does. So as soon as I heard that, my whole disability radar came on, and I was like, okay, I want to go and read this book and see what it's all about, because I do, although I don't read a lot of romances, especially when there's something about people acting kind towards others with disabilities or treating them respectfully or anything like that, I'm like, okay, I have to read this. So anything with disability representation automatically gets put on my list to read. I'm actually noticing I do have a lot of romances in this list, which like I said, is very bizarre for me. But I have Archer's Voice, and it's a love story. This one is also a surprise for me to go and pick up, but I've seen a lot of people talk about this one, and I feel like during the time I was in college and just not really reading a lot of books, there's just so many that I've missed out on. So I am trying to go and expand the list of books that I read and catch up just so that I have more books to talk about with other people. Next is Ready or Not. So I'm not sure how many more romances I have in here, so I'll just stop mentioning that I don't really read romances. But with this one, it explores the whole unexpected pregnancy trope, which I wasn't really someone that went out of my way to go and read until I read Out on a Limb. And granted, that one is different because it has limb difference representation, but I really loved it and it was very cute. It was something different that I never read before. I know a lot of people have been raving about this book and kind of saying it's a little bit like You've Got Mail, and I can't remember the other movie, but it was a classic old movie. And so because of that, I was like, okay, I want to get it. Plus the cover is just so cute and it seems like such a fun spring read. So yeah, we'll see how this one goes. Probably will be for my TBR for next month though. Then I have Godkiller by Hannah Connor. And with Godkiller, I actually had someone on booktok leave a comment on one of my videos going and saying that there is limb difference representation in this book. So right away I had to go and add it to my list. I'm trying to find more books with limb difference representation, especially as someone with a limb difference. It's just so exciting to get to read a story where there's a character you fully get to relate to 100% instead of only partially. So I'm very interested to see what this book is all about. Then I have I'm Glad My Mother Died by Jennette McCurdy. I know this book was so popular when it first came out because it was talking about a lot of things that not too many people were aware of, which is fair because, you know, celebrities or people that are in the public eye, they are allowed to have their own privacy. But I really did like Jennette McCurdy as Sam and iCarly, and I know lately there has been a lot of conversation regarding how people in Nickelodeon were treated, especially by Dan Schneider. So I figured it was about time to go and pick this up. I'm not one of those people that really likes celebrity gossip or anything like that, but there's certain books that some celebrities will go and write about their life and their story that will actually intrigue me and I'll pick up. I don't go out of my way to usually get these types of books, but with this one, it felt like something that I would actually be interested in reading. So this might be on my list for next month. The pile is just growing bigger and bigger. Then there's this one, Last Call at the Local. And I believe this one is in an Irish pub, and one of the characters has OCD. So, you know me, I had to go and add it to my list. And I don't know, just something about a pub for where the story is at just seems really fun. I don't know. So yeah, we have this. And then I have 3 more books, so stick with me. This one is The Chaperone, another recommendation by Brie, and I believe the reason why she ended up getting this book was because it was so cheap on Amazon, and one of her friends brought it up to her, and she was pleasantly surprised with how good it was. So it is a thriller. So it says, every young woman in New America, Stella knows the rules. Embrace purity, navigate the world with care, respect your chaperone. So this is a dystopia book, and we know how much I love dystopia books, so I will be reading this. It is a bit of a chonky boy though, so we'll see how this one goes. It's not really floppy. Not too much of a flop with that one. And then I have Every Heart a Doorway, and this one is a very thin read. There have been multiple people I have seen that have recommended this. I have also found this in some of my searches. So a few different searches I've done, especially for this month, is finding books that have some sort of disability representation. And this one did end up coming up. It is a longer book series. I believe there's 8 books so far, and they're all fairly thin, very quick reads, but it centers, I believe, at an orphanage, and each one of these kids has either like something special about them, and they open these doorways that lead to different worlds. So I'm very intrigued on this. Like I said, everyone I've heard talk about these has rated them very highly, so this will probably be one of the books I read next month, and is a good palette cleanser. So very quick read. And then the last one is Spark of the Everflame. And I've seen a few different channels go and talk about this book. I believe the main character is a healer of some sort. And like I told you earlier, I always relate to being like a druid when it comes to role-playing games or anything like that. So main characters that have some sort of healing powers or energies with them is always something I really enjoy reading. And everyone that I've heard talk about this really loves this series as well. So we'll see how this one goes. If you end up staying for this whole video, I'm so sorry that I was so chunky. Like I said, it was going to be a very huge unboxing haul and so many different things in here. I'm very excited to try them all out, especially with the polish. I feel like my nails have been empty for too long, which has only been 24 hours, but yeah, so I'm very excited for all of that, all of these books. I can't wait to get them sorted onto my bookshelves and also to try some of the tea that I just got. But if you're interested in any of this stuff, I will include some of the information down below, as well as my affiliate link if you are interested in supporting a small business. They are located in Seattle, and so if you're close by there, you can go and stop by and get some tea from them. They're very awesome and nerdy, and I absolutely love them. But yeah, I'll have my affiliate code down below. And again, thank you so much for watching this video, sticking with me the whole time, because yeah, this was a very chunky unboxing. And I just want to say you are capable, you are worthy, and you can do anything you put your dreams and your mind to. I can't wait to talk to you again soon. Love you all. Bye.
'Cause I don't mind staying in with you. Play your favorite movie, laying right beside me. I don't mind when it's just us two. That corner coffee shop we like to go.